So the US dollar just had its worst year since 1973. And is that necessarily a bad thing for you? Well, let's talk about it. So, if you're a consumer, that's mostly bad news. The US economy nowadays is run off of a ton of imports from other countries, whether it be Asia or Europe. You think electronics, clothing, all sorts of food. All those things have gotten more expensive since your dollar has lost value on the global scale. Additionally, if you were planning a trip internationally, a trip on the Italian coastline or to France or London definitely has gotten a lot more expensive in the last year because your dollar in those countries doesn't go as far. There's also some scenarios where a weaker dollar is not necessarily a bad thing. So let's say you're an investor and leading up to this, you had a well-diversified portfolio with ample international exposure. Not only did you see international stocks on average appreciate last year, but because of the currency fluctuations as well, you actually saw increased returns. I used an example with our clients with Airbus stock. They make airplanes that a ton of airlines buy around the globe. And if you wanted to buy shares in that company a year ago, it would have cost you a certain amount of euros that you converted from your dollars. That stock obviously went up in 2025, but it also now costs you a lot more dollars to get euros to go buy that stock. So even though that stock in 2025 was only up around 27%, investors here in the US experienced a 40+% return because of just the change in the currency valuations. And then lastly, if you're a US business owner, in the short run, a weaker dollar isn't necessarily a bad thing. It now just got a lot cheaper, especially for those business owners that export goods for their customers to buy stuff from them. So you think about a company here in the US, maybe John Deere, that's selling tractors to farmers in Europe. It's now a lot cheaper for those Europeans to come and buy tractors from John Deere. So this is exactly over the last year why we've been talking with our clients about the importance of having a well-diversified portfolio with ample international exposure. And if you're worried that you don't have enough international exposure or maybe not necessarily in the right regions, please do drop a comment below or reach out to us directly. That being said, I'm curious where you think the dollar's going next. So drop a comment below about where you think that might be going as well.